Ladies and gentlemen, this won't be a very long podcast because as you can see, that's a family barbecue chicken pizza. And I'm gonna sculpt it down my esophagus momentarily because I'm fucking starving and I have not had dinner. You're probably thinking, oh my God, he's gonna eat all that. Well, yeah, trust me, you have no idea. I know, hey, heart attack city. Yeah, well, don't worry. Don't worry, because I plan on changing tomorrow. I've said that a million times, but tomorrow I'm actually gonna make sure it counts. It's hard. Binge eating, it's very, very hard to stop that. If you think this is bad, you have no idea. You have no idea of all the shit I've put my body through food-wise. I think it's safe to say that if I was also a smoker, I'd be dead by now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Johnny K. And tonight, I really didn't even want to do a podcast, but, no, this is how you do it, but, no, see, I used to be able to do it so good, but, see, that's the thing, I can't do it. See, I'm not even in the mood, that's why. You see, normally when I do the midnight podcast, I'm in such a great mood, and I'm not, I am always shitty, but not extraordinarily shitty, and I'm able to give you a good edition. Unfortunately, this time, I'm just not in the fucking mood. And, normally when I'm not in the fucking mood, I just don't do one. I wait till I'm in a better mood. However, I'm sick and tired of these goddamn SKECHERS shoes that I bought. Okay, this topic, it's going to be called, this is what I'm naming it. This topic is going to be called, and I'm not going to hang shit on SKECHERS, because look, listen. I don't mind the shoes. They've got some pretty nice shoes and only a quarter of the value of what you're going to pay at Nike. I used to have a pair of Nikes that lasted me for 5 years. By the end, it looked like a pit bull had chewed the fuck out of them and they were missing the bottom, so I just eventually threw them out. But I paid around $450 for those shoes. $430 and they were considered mid-range. They go up to fucking 1,000 almost. So, SKECHERS, you can buy a really freaking decent pair of shoes for $100. Fucking, 70 something if they're on special from 99. $79, one of my friends bought a pair and she loves them. But, here's the thing. So I'm not going to hang shit on them. But here's the thing. And this is how I'm going to fucking name the title. So I'm not going to say SKECHERS is fucking shit. Don't go to SKECHERS and ever buy a pair of fucking shoes from there. Never. Don't do it. I'm not going to write that. I'm going to write, don't buy a pair of SKECHERS shoes unless you have an electrocution fetish. Pretty fucking unique, eh? Say that only from Johnny K. Only from Johnny K. Now, and I'm not even fucking joking. Now, this is my story, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hungry. This is my story. Listen, now, where the fuck do I start? I went to SKECHERS, okay? Because I go past there at Southland. It's such a nicely done up store. You can't help but fucking walk in, okay? Chatty, they've got an even bigger one. So Southland just says SKECHERS. Well, SKECHERS, let's go in. But the one at Chatty says, world famous SKECHERS. They're trying to sell it like they're fucking trying to sell a fucking pancake on the corner of a fucking street with maple syrup. But the point is, okay, they're shit, okay, when it comes to one thing. And I'll tell you what that thing is. And you tell me if it's worth getting it or not. And the funny thing is the store in Chatty is so much bigger. But you don't see that. As you go by, you don't see it. It's like jammed in that little corner in between the EB and where the pet shop used to be, and on the other side you got the Telstra shop, and you sort of go around that corner and you don't even realise it's there. But Southland is bang, right smack, in your face, so you can't miss it. So I went into SKECHERS, and I spoke with a couple of lovely blondes. They were very nice. They looked amazing in runners. I got a thing for women in runners. Well, I got a thing for women wearing anything on their feet. Anyway, and I, saw a nice pair that I wanted. So I bought the pair. It was good. I tried it on. It fit. Size 14 shoe. No, don't get it started with, don't even get started now, okay, with the jokes about, oh, you know what they say about guys with big feet, size 14, well, just shut up. I'm not in the mood. Now, I bought the shoes, lovely shoes, very lovely, $100. I was willing to pay more, but they're the ones I wanted, and they're 100. The ones that were fucking 200, I didn't even like them. They looked worse than the cheaper ones. So there you go. Work that one out. So I bought the $100 pair. Okay. Thank God I didn't fucking buy two. I was contemplating getting different colors. Now, I start wearing them. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. They're fucking comfortable. I've never in my fucking life bought a shoe for 100 measly fucking dollars, 99 to be exact, and comfortable as hell. I've never bought a shoe for $100 that has been as fucking comfortable as this pair of shoes. You're looking at $1,000 to get that kind of comfort. I got it in 100. Now, that's all well and good. That is all well and good, ladies and gentlemen. But listen to this now. And at first I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't really think much of it. But then afterwards I'm like, just wait a fucking second. And my friend that bought that pair for $79, she had that same fucking problem. And then I'm like, well, it has to be the goddamn shoes. But still, I held off from making a podcast on this because I said it can't just be that. Maybe, like, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. We're building it. It's the cliffhanger towards the end. I won't leave you hanging too long, don't worry. Yeah, pass me your hand. Okay, it's okay. Relax. Just stay there for a second. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Just, let's go on this journey together. Now, fuck me dead. These shoes, okay? My friend goes to me. Yeah, it happens to me too. I go, no shit. I thought it might have been, some of my fabrics, put together that I'm wearing, maybe my trackies and my shirt, different fabric materials. They blend together while I'm walking and all that shit. Maybe it's, us, we have that in our system. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I'm thinking, could it be the shoes? Maybe it can't be the shoes. Maybe it's just the sun, which I think plays like 90% of a role. But then I realized it does this even when the sun's down and it's fucking pitch dark. You can't escape it. It's like a ghost haunting you fucking day and night. Fucking hell, man. I keep getting zapped. You heard me right. I keep getting zapped. Alright, you heard me fucking right. I keep getting fucking zapped. Zapped, as in, when you're a kid and you're playing on the trampoline, you're jumping up and down, and then all of a sudden, when you want to get off the trampoline, it goes, oh my god, your mum has made cordial, and you want to rush off that trampoline and go and have fucking cordial. And as soon as you come off of that trampoline with, how your clothes have been rubbing against that, I'm bouncing up and down, I'm rubbing against the actual material of the trampoline, so you build a bit of a fabric, whatever the fuck they call it, a fabric sensation, if you will, or, and then as soon as you jump off that trampoline, by touching the metal, you get the biggest fucking zap. It hits you more than a fucking taser. And I used to cop that as a child, and Jesus Christ, man, I would make sure the trampoline I went to had padding all around. No, padding. But yeah, for your head, yeah, so you don't land on your head or hit the metal, and break a leg, mainly so you don't whack your head. I didn't give a dude. I've never whacked anything on a trampoline. Okay, I've never done backflips and landed on my head on the metal. The only reason I made sure I had that padding all around, which is meant for that, by the way, but I had it so when I get off the trampoline, I can touch the padding so I don't get zapped. And it's almost a fucking nightmare, man. Like, I dread to think of that happening to me. And now I bought these fucking shoes, these lovely fucking goddamn shoes, and every time, day or night, that I touch a doorknob that's made out of metal, or, anything, man, anything that's fucking metal, I get zapped. I went to pick up my iPhone. I got rid of my iPhone. I got a Windows phone now. We'll get into how good Windows phones is in another time. I'll make an addition on that. I'll do a podcast on that. Windows phones are beautiful. They're better than Android, in my opinion. Better than iPhone, in my opinion. Okay, and you know, I'd say it's a fact, but I don't want to get too cocky. You know what I mean? I don't want to piss too many people off. You know, but trust me, when you have a Windows phone, you never go back. Windows phone, it's Windows 10, and I tell you, man, it's awesome. It is my opinion. It's better than a fucking Android, any Android, and it's better than an iPhone, iOS. You know. Anyway, those crappy iPhones. You know. Anyway. They don't take any good video or photos. You know, they're just shit iPhones, and you can barely share anything onto your computer. You can't even, you know, you need to download iTunes. Anyway, how did we even get to that? Okay, now back to getting zapped like a motherfucker by wearing a pair of shoes and walking down the fucking street. Now, he's laughing. Yeah, he's laughing at my fucking misery. Yeah, all right. Now, I don't know why it does it, but these shoes that I bought, which is, the number of shoes they sell in there, they've got another about almost half the shoes in there have this layout at the bottom, because they pride themselves on not being too expensive. So the real expensive ones there, the highest, which would be close to $230, $250, they won't have this particular design fabric at the bottom, but the cheap end ones, $100, $130 up to $150, they have this this coat at the bottom. Now this white coat, normally it's white. When you're walking, that particular fabric that they use, I believe there's a lot of plastic in it, and you know there's other fibers surrounding it, and they've mixed a whole bunch of shit under your fucking, you know, under the sole of the shoe. Now, fucking hell, man, that thing combined with just the electricity that we have, you know, because we have electricity in us, you know, like we, you know, as humans. And all the other fabrics you wear, and God help you if you're wearing chains or a fucking bracelet. I haven't even worn those, or a ring. It zaps the fuck out of you when you go and you touch metal of any kind, man. Dude, I get out of my car, and one of these days is going to be a bike that's going to whack right in front of my door, or I'm going to whack some car getting out, or a car's going to hit me because I'm trying to get away as far away from the door as possible. I can't even get him. I come out of my car like a fucking retard. I come out of my car like I'm autistic, because I'm too afraid to touch the fucking door to get out of my car. I come out and with my pinky, I touch it from the actual handle itself, which is plastic and not metal. It shits me, man. What the fuck? I gotta go buy new shoes, but I gotta go buy a good pair. I don't just go to Kmart and buy a $20 pair. Okay? So I gotta go spend at least $1,000, close to it, to buy a good pair again. Fuck SKECHERS, bro, man. I'll tell ya, SKECHERS is awesome if you have a fucking electrocution fetish. If you love being zapped or tasered, go get SKECHERS shoes. Buy a whole fucking dozen. Okay, they're actually pretty fucking alright, especially for the price. But they zap the shit out of you. Man, my pizza's getting cold. They zap the shit out of you, goddammit. Oh no, it's still warm. They zap the goddamn fucking shit out of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, your comments below. Have you ever bought a pair of SKECHERS shoes? If you have you experienced the same problem? Clearly you would have. Let people know below. Surprise them at how many people actually get zapped by these goddamn fucking shoes. Hell, I'd be surprised if a lot of people buy these shoes. That'll be the actual surprise, not the zapping. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Johnny K. JohnnyK.tv. Okay, all my podcasts. Watch any podcast you want. Okay. Comment, you know, you can listen to them. A lot of them you can watch. They've got videos. Feel free to comment, like, and yeah, well, that's pretty much it. I mean, what was the point of this? The point of this was, don't buy fucking SKECHERS shoes unless you want to get zapped like a motherfucker. Like you're in the fucking insane asylum and they're zapping and they're giving you that, you know, the electrotherapy. And this shit won't fucking make you any better. This shit will just make you fucking worse. It'll make you cranky as fuck. You want to fucking shoot someone in the head. I'm telling you, this is driving me crazy. I walk out of my car like I'm an autistic fuck. I went to grab my iPhone back when I had an iPhone until I threw it in the bin and got my fucking Windows phone. My Lumia. You know, I went to touch my iPhone. And you know, iPhones, for people that have iPhones, they're made out of metal at the back. Well, the whole fucking thing's made out of fucking metal. And it zapped the fucking shit out of me. I went to make a call. This is at night in my room. The lights are off. There's no fucking, you know, solar energy at all. and I fucking got zapped trying to make a fucking call. I'm too scared to touch my phone. I'm too scared to touch a doorknob as I go somewhere. People think, is he alright? Is he playing with that doorknob? What the fuck's wrong with him? Open the fucking door, you know? What the fuck? You know, they look at me like I'm fucking spasticated. You know? You gonna fucking turn the knob or what? So, yeah, I can't get out of my car properly. I can't open a fucking door properly. I constantly get zapped. Okay. Fucking hell, man. You know what I mean? You know, I was told to get a few pillows, okay, for a friend of mine from her room, okay, and I went to get these pillows to take them to the lounge so she can relax and we can watch Netflix. And as I went to get the pillows, okay, the bedding, the actual, you know, the frame of it, I scraped up against that, you know, and I fucking got zapped. A motherfucker. She's like, what? What happened? I fucking got zapped because of these goddamn motherfucking Skechers shoes. You guys probably thinking, oh, Johnny K's trying to be funny. He's trying to get views. He's trying to be funny, man. He's doing this for funny. I'm fucking being serious. I'm not fucking being funny. I could be eating my fucking family pizza right now, okay, and fucking watching Netflix, okay. Orange is the New Black. I haven't even started watching that yet, but I heard it's really good, and I still haven't fucking seen it. Instead, I'm doing this podcast because I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm not doing this for fucking attention. You don't want to listen to this podcast? Don't fucking listen to it. If I can get 2 or 3 people who are interested in buying Skechers shoes that constantly see the shop where they go up and down every time, if I can get through to those people, if they can watch this and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to go get those shoes if I'm going to get zapped, then I've done my fucking job. I've served my fucking purpose, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking hell, I didn't even want to do a podcast on fucking Skechers shoes. Now, I'm going to go eat my pizza now, okay? I'm just going to go eat my pizza. Don't buy Skechers shoes unless you want to get zapped, okay? That's the whole point of this podcast. Last thing I want to do is do a podcast on this, out of all things. But it needed to be done. It needed to be said. I needed to put it out there. And I have. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Johnny K. Peace out. Like it, I'll do that, huh? That one girl, every now and again, might find an actual good bloke. This is where women get fucked over and us men never really do, unless we date a woman who's really fucked up. But that's our fault. Women, you know, they just want a great guy, and usually the guys are the ones that fuck them over.
Yes, it is true that whilst women do get approached by plenty of men, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a positive thing. It can be a negative thing. I've had women tell me that, you know, they're looking for a nice, intelligent and classy guy, but the men that they seem to meet are sleazy and only want to get in their pants. So both genders face different problems in the dating world. I think that the biggest problem for nice girls and nice guys for that matter is finding a like-minded and compatible partner. In saying that, I think that sometimes people can play the nice guys or nice girls finish last card too loosely, when in fact it's not because you're too nice, but the reason you're failing in the dating world is because you're pursuing the wrong people. Whether it's because you're naive or you just got the wrong idea about a certain individual. But even you, Johnny, I'm sure that you've at least at one point tried to date a woman who, for whatever reason, was just never going to work and she wasn't right for you. How often has that happened for you?
Well, a lot of girls do seem to go for the wrong guys. I mean, it's funny how I use the word seem. I'm trying to be polite about it. Of course they do. They, you know, I don't want to say all, but majority do, Daniel. And guys, you know, I'm going to get a bit of heat for this, but guys are a lot more wiser in a lot of aspects than women. Because, okay, that's going to cop heat. I apologize, audience, but you know what? It's true. And I, you know, have figured this out. They're impossible to deal with, okay? And you try to help them out, Daniel. You try to help them out. I've had a couple of girls, at the very least, that I've seen have made an incredible effort with. And they do not care. Ignorance would be a fucking improvement for these birds. These women, Daniel, are as dumb as dog shit. I mean, I don't want to end the podcast like that, but you know what, Danny? It's true.